So, and I know some of you motherfuckers, when it come to this goddamn Real Housewives, if you act like you know these bitches. But let me tell you one thing, we're not going to do that this season. You will get motherfucking blocked with the realness. You can have your opinion about these hoes, but don't come at me about mine. It's a fucking opinion about some bitches that you or I don't fucking know. The only difference is I'm getting paid to do this review. You ain't. So mind your motherfucking marbles, bitches, because some of you hoes, when it comes to these Real Housewives, are fucking psycho. Just getting that shit out in the open before we even start this season, because I have never reviewed a show where bitches is more fucking retarded over some bitches that they don't fucking know in my life.
Alright, you guys, so we're here for my review for the Real Housewives of Atlanta season 11 episode 4. Now, I really hope that Color Me Pink does not mind me using her rant as my disclaimer. I think I'm going to use that particular clip for every fucking Real Housewives of Atlanta video that I do. It just needed to be said because I'm not saying it no more. Y'all see I'm tight-lipped. I'm going to let that say what it needs to. Let that clip say what I want to say that I'm not going to repeat. So, shout out to Color Me Pink again. If you don't know who she is, be sure to check out her channel. The name should be in the clip somewhere, but shout out to Color Me Pink for that. I really love that whole moment. It needed to be said for all Real Housewives of Atlanta vloggers. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to start off by saying the season is now moving along, and as I said to everybody on my reviews for the last 3 episodes, that the show would pick up on season 3 when the rest of the new blood arrives, and there it is. This has been the best episode so far this season, so we're going to get right on into it. So we're going to start off with Kandi and Todd. Now, Kandi and Todd is meeting up with Dr. Jackie because Kandi got 2 other embryos and they already had another baby. So, they're really thinking about having another child. They don't want to leave the 2 embryos alone to the wayside to be wasted. So, they want to have another baby. But, due to Kandi's situation with fibroids and all of that type of stuff, she's not sure if she can carry. So, they're looking for, you know, different surrogates and stuff like that. Now, Dr. Jackie said there's several different forms to go by. You can either take Todd's sperm and get it inseminated into the woman and use her egg, or you can just do it the old-fashioned way and have Todd sleep with the woman. But, of course, Kandi ain't down with that. They got 2 different embryos. So, Todd wants to just put 2 embryos into the woman and they can have twins. But Jackie said, what if she can't carry twins? So he was like, well, can we just get 2 different surrogates then and have them carry our babies all at the same time? And, you know, Jackie was like, at the same time, that's going to be a lot and a lot of money. And Todd was like, if we want 2 babies right now, we need to just go ahead and get it on out the way. And in the sense, I do believe that, I do agree with Todd in the sense that they might as well just take the 2 embryos and just have twins and call it a day. But at the same time, I just think they just need to let it go. They don't need to have no more kids. Kandi already well into her 40s at this point. They're too busy already for Ace and Riley and the other girl. I don't know her name. But they already busy enough. They don't need to have no more kids. So it is what it is. So here we go. We got Porsha Williams and Dennis. They meet up with Dennis's mom, Gina. And to be quite honest, from the looks of it, Gina doesn't seem to be here for Porsha. She was asking all of the hard questions. She wasn't here for them talking about marriage. She wasn't here for a lot of the stuff. Like, I could look in her eyes and tell that she really wasn't here for Gina. And I do believe that Gina was giving off signs that her son is a fuck boy and all he ever does is bring women in and out the house and say that he wants to marry bitches. That's what it comes across to me. And, you know, Portia's a little bit dingy, so of course she's not going to see it. But I do believe that that's what she was doing. I don't know if Gina is really feeling Porsha, and that's just the vibe that I got, because their whole dinner to me was awkward as fuck. And it was cringeworthy to me. Like, Gina don't seem to be feeling her at all. Like, Porsha was nervous. You know, she said she was here for the hard questions, but to me, she was kind of intimidated by the hard questions, and she should be, because that woman was very much so like, you know what, you know, I ain't here for you marrying my son. I don't need you marrying my son. My son ain't shit. That's the vibe that I get from her. So I don't know. The jury's still out on Gina, just like the jury's still out on Porsha, and when it pertains to Gina. That's how I see it. I know I'm going to get some comments about me saying that, but I'm just going to keep it real. Whatever. So Shamari and Ronnie DeVoe's mama, they go and look for cakes for the twins. And because, you know, it's the twins' birthday, and Shamari wants to do it up for their birthday. And in the midst of them looking at cakes and cake tasting, Shamari and Mama DeVoe takes us on memory lane in regards to their relationship in the past. Mama DeVoe did not like Shamari. She thought that Shamari was a gold digger. And she thought that she was only after Ronnie for his status and for his celebrity and for his money, basically. Like I said, she thought she was a gold digger without knowing that Shamari had her own money, had her own thing, was in a singing group just like Ronnie was. And just like Shamari said, she was in a relationship because she loved Ronnie. It had nothing to do with what he had, and had nothing to do with him being a New Edition. She had black, he had New Edition. She had her own thing, so did he. So none of that had nothing to do with nothing. And they worked on their relationship, but even though they say they worked on their relationship, that meeting was awkward to me as well. Just like the whole Gina and Porsha thing, this was awkward as fuck too, because it just comes across like Ronnie mama still not here for Shamari. That's how it comes across to me. And they started talking about the fact that when they were having issues in their marriage, they decided to have an open marriage. And boy, Mama DeVoe was not ready for that tea that Shamari spilled to her. I don't really think she wanted to hear the fact that that she had an open marriage. I don't think she wanted to hear that at all, and I don't think anybody's mama would want to hear that, period. I went there to talk to my mama or significant other's mama, whoever that might be in the future, mama, about my sex life and what the fuck we did in our relationship. No, that's not going to happen. So, Cynthia Bailey, she throws this Bailey Q where all the girls bring their +1s into the building. So, you know, Nene bring Marlo into the house, and, you know, Marlo brings a gift because she never been to Lake Bailey. And in the midst of them talking, you know, Nene informs the girls that Eva wanted her to speak at her wedding. You know what I'm saying? Because her and Eva have gotten this great relationship. You know, Eva looks to her like a big sister. You know, Nene been in this married life for quite a long time now, so she wanted her to speak for her. And, you know, Nene obliged. But Marlo doesn't like Eva. And, you know, I don't like Marlo. She is my Aquarian sister, but I don't like Marlo. But I kind of agree with her on this whole Eva thing. I don't like Eva either. I'm not feeling her, period. And she feels like this image that Eva presents is phony. I don't know if the image that Eva presents is phony, but I do believe that she's extra shady this season. I think she's really doing whatever she can to keep her peach. You know, all the bitches are shady, all the bitches are messy, but it just comes across like Eva is doing way too much to be shady, way too much to be visible. Like, girl, if you're going to be Eva the Diva, just be Eva the Diva, but all this shade you're throwing at people is ridiculous. And then the fact that Cynthia threw up the fact that Eva was going around telling people that Cynthia was paying Will to date her was a bit much for me. Like, Eva, why are you going around telling people that this woman paid a man to date her? Now, y'all know I have not been Cynthia's biggest fan for many, many seasons, and I'm still not her biggest fan, but I highly doubt that she got to pay somebody to date her. Cynthia's not a bad looking woman for her age, and I feel like if any dick that wants Cynthia, she can get it. That's how I feel. So, Eva can just go somewhere and sit the fuck down with her bullshit. A bitch get a peach and don't know how to act. Like, girl. So, in the midst of it all, Nene's new friend Tanya arrives, and they both have the same birthday. They're both Sagittarius. And on top of that, Tanya is very stylish. And I can already tell from the time that Tanya walked through the door that A, she's a geek, she's a nerd, and I kind of like her energy. I think I want to see more of Tanya from the moment she walked in. And those of you who don't know, Tanya was originally supposed to have a peach this season. When they first put out the photo for them, she was included in the photo as well as Shamari and Eva. But for whatever reason, her peach got revoked at the last minute. Now, this is alleged tea. I don't know how true this tea is, but this is alleged tea. Now, allegedly, Tanya didn't want to do... They wanted to bring up some past abuse allegations against her husband, and Tanya was not willing to talk about that. So, because she wasn't being completely open about her marriage, they took her peach from her. Now, this is allegedly. I gotta keep saying allegedly because I did read that somewhere. So I'm saying allegedly to cover myself because I ain't trying to put out no false information. But this is allegedly, and that's what I read. But I do think that they could have let us have Tanya as a seventh peach holder and just keep it moving. Because I like her energy already. And look like Marlo is hating already on her ass. So in the midst of it, you know, Porsha, Shamia, who I love, and Lauren, they're on their way to Lake Bailey, and I thought Porsha said, I thought Cynthia said bring a +1, but of course Porsha bringing +2s. Okay, but they're in the car, and Porsha tells Shamia that Eva was shading the shit out of her at Shamari's performance, which she was, but I felt like that was very interesting because when Eva was shading Shamia, you know, Porsha didn't say anything to defend her. But, you know, that's nothing new considering the fact that Phaedra shaded Shamia and told a big lie on her in her face. And she co-signed the lie. And that was supposed to be her best friend. But that's neither here nor there. Now, is it? But I'm guessing she learned her lesson on how to be a true friend to people. So this is why she decided to let Shamia know what the deal was. Yeah. So she told her what the tea was, and Shamia thought that they got past everything. She doesn't know why Eva is still holding on to this shit. And in my opinion, I don't know why she's holding on to it either. I mean, it's not like I said before. All Shamia did was ask you, did she get fucked by Missy Elliott? Now, like I said, I heard that rumor years ago. Coming up, when I was in high school, I heard that Eva and Missy Elliott had slept together in the past because I remember on the song from Missy's album, The Cookbook, it was called On and On. It was the same song they played at the end of the Lose Control video. And Missy was like, top model diva, but my name not Eva. And you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that that particular lyric insinuated that she slept with the bitch, but you know, it was quite funny how they were saying that she slept with Missy and Missy come in and put a name in the song. But that's neither here nor there. But I just think that Eva's doing way too much. They already apologized to each other. So my thing about it is just let the shit go and move on. Like, if y'all already agree, y'all gonna move forward and y'all gonna, you know, let bygones be bygones, then do that. But you still shading the fuck out of Shamia, and it's unwarranted, and you're doing way too much to be shady. Shut what we call the fuck up. Please let your bottom lip meet your top. Please, because you're doing way too much, and I'm sick of you already. Now, when Kandi came into Cynthia's house, she was like, you know, I brought my +1, but I'm not going to bring the tea that me and Jamie and Carmen was talking about. Kandi, let it go. Shut the fuck up. Stop talking about Porsha. Point blank, period. I mean, if the bitch dating a hot dog cooker that cheats on people and put multiple bitches' name on his back, let her be dumb enough to do that. Why the fuck are you still talking about this? Like, it's not like you really give a fuck. I mean, true enough, you and Porsha are just now becoming amicable, but at this point it's becoming overkill to me. Like, why is it that every scene you're in or every confessional you have, you're mentioning Porsha's relationship? Who cares? I'm sick. I'm overdosing enough on Porsha dumbass talking about this relationship every 10 minutes. I definitely don't want to hear you fucking talking about it every 10 minutes. Shut the fuck up and worry about your own damn marriage. Worry about your ovaries. Worry about the bitch that's going to carry your baby. Worry about that. You have other things to worry about instead of worrying about who the fuck Porsha let into her pussy. Who gives a fuck? Because you really shouldn't. And shut the fuck up. I'm sick of you, Kandi. Shut up. So anyway. So now that it's time for the Bailey Q, you know what I'm saying? It's time to pass the peach. But before we pass the peach, everybody talks about how great Shamari's performance was. And then, you know, they asked Kandi to perform in front of everybody. Kandi said, I'm not going to perform in front of y'all bitches because Ronnie might come out the blue and say some shit about placements and space and everything else. So I'm just going to leave my performance to a minimum at this point. And everybody laughs it off. So the questions were shady as shit, okay? This is pretty much like a lighthearted version of Nene's Pillow Talk, basically. And it was like, who need a makeover? I mean, if you just look at everybody in the room, Kandi and Shamari are clearly the ones that need a makeover. But if you had to pick between who's the most fashionable between the two, it would be Kandi. Because Shamari does look like, you know, she's coming straight out of boom like an 808 or 99. I mean, she do. Like, her weave is not on point. Her tube top. Like, I didn't like none of that whole outfit, to be quite honest. And I'm not here to be talking about women's clothes. But she do kind of look like she's straight out of 99. She do. But I do like Shamari. I don't know why everybody else hates her so much. I think that she's an open book. I think that she's real. And I think she's completely honest. And I'm guessing y'all so used to loving people that lie and, you know, lie about due dates, lie about people drugging them, lying about their whole life. You know, y'all love people that lie and be fake as fuck. I guess that's what y'all like. But when the person is being 100% honest and being real about their shit, they're extra, they doing too much, they trying to secure a peach. Okay, y'all can keep the fake bitches because I don't like fake bitches. I like people that keep it 100, and I feel like she does. And that's just what it is. I don't know why people can't stand Shamari and everybody keeps saying that she's extra. I really don't see it. And this ain't me capping for her, because this is just her second episode in, so I'm not capping for her. But I honestly don't see where she's being extra at. I just don't. So, when it came down to who was the biggest liar, Marlo said she ain't passing the peach. She gonna answer her goddamn question. Eva, you a liar. That's basically what Marlo said. You a liar. And off the rip, Eva said, now where did I lie at? You know, blah, 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 blah. So Marlo was like, you know, I just feel like you a liar. I don't know who the fuck you are and blah, blah, blah. And Eva was like, well, I really don't know you. I haven't known you until years later. I don't even know who the fuck you are. So what are you saying? Like, I've been on, you been this, you been that. And here go Eva with her lame shade about, you know, I go home to my man every night and lay down in the bed. Who do you come home to? As if not having a man is the end of the world, girl. Like, this whole you ain't got no man jokes and shit and that type of shade, that don't work. Who gives a fuck about having a man these days, Eva? But, you know, bitches that love to throw, you know, make single people feel inferior to them because they got a man and a single person don't, really makes my ass itch. Who the fuck gives a fuck about you having a man? At least I ain't got a headache or I got to worry about a motherfucker cheating on me. How about that, bitch? I'm sorry, y'all. I do not like Eva. So then, when she's being called out for being a liar, that's when Kandi passed the peach to her and she called her out for the Shamia stuff. And so Eva said that there was still shade with Shamia after the love and light ceremony. Where was the extra shade at? Because I don't recall. Y'all said that y'all was apologizing and y'all were moving on. That's what the fuck y'all said. So why the fuck is there still shade, Eva? I can tell you why. Because you want a storyline. You want to make your mark on the show because you didn't make your mark last season. And that's just what it is. So just say that and keep it moving. You're doing way too much to be shady. And you know, a couple of people online, including people that I do know for a fact, watch my videos talking about everybody is shady. But it's a problem that Eva being shady. All these hoes shady. Why y'all calling out Eva? I don't like Eva, number one. That's just number one, because she's just rubbed me the wrong way from the start of this season. Number two, she's just trying too hard to be fucking shady, and I'm just over it. Like, seriously, I'm over it. Like, this whole shade towards Shamia is way too much. Over a question. Like, she didn't say it was true. She asked you, was it true? And that's that, and you holding it against her? Keep it moving. Like, shut up. And that's when I was just here for everybody going in on Eva. Honestly, I was here for everybody going in on her. I was here for everybody shading the fuck out of her, calling her out for being a shady bitch. Because she's been a shady bitch since the season started. I'm sorry, but she has. Then, that's when Cynthia confronts Eva about the will rumor. She said, what I told you was facts. And then Cynthia was like, so me paying for Will to date me is facts. She said, I don't know that to be true. And Cynthia was like, don't get it twisted, because me looking like this, I wish I would pay for somebody to date me. And that was the end of that. And I was like, Eva, egg on your motherfucking face. And so then we get into Shamari. They said who was in an open relationship, and Shamari stood up like this. And she owned up to the fact that she was in an open relationship. The fact is, her and Ronnie was in an open relationship, and Shamari was already bi-curious, so she slept with 2 women while he slept with 10. You know what I mean? And that means they was in a relationship and they were able to fuck other people. The only problem was Ronnie didn't want her fucking another man. You know, she felt like, you know what I'm saying? Well, I already had my husband and I was already bi-curious, so why not just go on and sleep with a woman? And you know, Porsha was like, well, you know, I'm happy that Shamari is you know, open and honest about, you know, open-minded about being in an open relationship, but she's closed-minded when it comes down to stylists and things like that. And when she said that, I was like, well, you know, Shamari just might be closed-minded when it comes down to a stylist and, you know, a hairdresser and all that stuff. I totally agree, Porsha, but you're very close-minded yourself when it comes down to, you know, how many days are in a year, you know. I wonder if you found out that it's more than 265 days of a year, and you know, I wonder if you ever found out that the Underground Railroad was not an Amtrak station. I wonder if you found that out too, you know, because you were very close-minded when it came down to trivial things of that nature. But, you know, that's neither here nor there, you know, whatever. So, it is what it is. So, with that being said, this is my review on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. This was a pretty good episode. I hope y'all enjoyed the episode, and I hope y'all enjoyed my review. Make sure you leave all comments below. Make sure you rate, like, and subscribe, and share the video as well. Let's have a conversation in the comments. Y'all know I read all the motherfucking comments. I'm trying not to comment in the comments so damn much because I find myself going back and forth with people, and that's not what I'm trying. I'm really trying to change that. It's hard, but I'm trying to. With that being said, before I go, I want to send a special shout out to my girl, Aaliyah. You guys may know her on YouTube as Live with Leah. With the Live with Leah show. That's her name on YouTube. Y'all do know that she and I filmed together alongside Queen Bianca Brooks last month for my Unfiltered segment, for episode 2 of Unfiltered, and she was also included in my vlog for Zero Fucks Given. And I just want to say that I really do love Aaliyah to death. I don't really let a lot of people in, and especially when it comes down to YouTube at this point, I don't really let too many people in. But I'm enjoying our growing relationship. We talk a lot, and a lot of stuff that we talk about ain't got shit to do with YouTube. We talk about real shit, okay? And she's young. She's younger than me. She's like 23 now, 23 or 24 at this point. And she's wise beyond her years. And that's what makes her and her channel special. So if you haven't already, check out the Live with Leah show. And if you just want to get a glimpse of her personality before you subscribe to her, go look at the 2nd episode of Unfiltered on my channel. She's a part of it. And with that being said, y'all, this is my review, and I'm out of here. Peace, love, and hair grease.